All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the Abraham Odia Stadium for the Unical Annual 37th Convocation Ceremony. So with me here is
Mr. Christopher Brown,
all right, Mr. Christopher. Please, what department?
Department of Science Education Physics Unit.
Department of Science Education Physics Unit. So Mr. Kingsley, you know a lot of students, especially those ones who are yet to enter the university and those who are already in the struggle, they are looking for senior colleagues, they are looking for people who are already in the journey to clarify them on some things. So I believe this video today is going to be an opportunity where they are going to get lots of valuable information from you. So Mr. Kingsley, what is your biggest challenge as a university student and how were you able to overcome them?
Okay, my biggest challenge so far as a university student, first of all, this is not my actual year of graduation. Let me start by saying that I supposed to graduate by 2021, but one or two.
So that means you have some issues.
Yes, one or two issues kept me, but to the glory of God today, I am celebrating it. So it's a win, it's a very big win to me. And I encountered so many challenges. When I entered into university, I came with the mindset of secondary school. Secondary school, this is the block for JSS1, JSS2. So I came with that mindset. And I was in this school for up to a month without receiving lecture while lectures was going on. And finally, I met a senior colleague that sorted me out on that. Then secondly, having been a self-sponsor, I struggle financially to meet up with my financial need on time. Feeding, all of that, I don't want to go into details, but financial money was a big challenge to me. So I will speak based on a self-sponsor. How I did to overcome those stuff is that I work. Immediately after my exam, I would travel to Lagos, find anything that I can do to produce money, then engage myself, then return back to school, maybe 2 weeks to exam, trying to, I don't know what to just say. I just don't know how to explain this. So it was a very big challenge to me. But let me now limit it to generally to those that are being sponsored, to those that have their parents back up. The major challenge I think is ignorance of you meeting wrong friends. If you meet a wrong friend in the university, you are done for. You're doomed. So
we'll come to that. So what is that one thing you will miss about the University of Calabar? What is your most memorable experience as a university student?
My memorable experience as a university student is my classroom activities, most especially presentation. 10 papers that they split us in groups to present. I happened to present for all the groups that I've been, and how we rub minds together to research to get the solution. I really miss that because they say the two heads are better than.
So you really love your teamwork.
I'm telling you the truth.
So Mr. Christopher, if you could tell your younger self one thing, as someone who is about to enter the university, what is that one thing you would tell your younger self, or what advice would you give to those those ones that are in year 1, year 2, or still in the struggle?
Okay, I have so many advice, but let me start by saying first, believe in yourself. Have that self-confidence that you can do it, because Naval Ravikant said, if it is to be, then it is up to me. You have that belief in yourself first. Secondly, you try to associate yourself with people of high intellect, people that are stronger than you in the struggle. Then with that, a little that you do, they will back you up. They say iron sharpened iron. Thirdly, with God, all things are possible. Associate yourself with good church and with good pastor that can always seek heaven for your sake. So that's all for that.
Right. Mr. Christopher, as a young graduate, what next after graduation? What's your plan after graduation? What do you aspire to do after graduation?
No.
It can be on anything.
Yes, no, like I said earlier, I am already a self-sponsor. I've been in the market even before coming to school. So I don't intend to finish school, then carry certificate and go around looking for job. No, 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 no. My major plan is to be an employer. And how am I going to achieve that? Is that I want to, through my NYS, I want to really save, then venture into phone business and accessories, selling of phone, repairs of phone, and other accessories. That's what I want to do.
Wow, that is a very great dream. Once again, congratulations, Mr. Christopher. Congratulations. You're welcome. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at Abraham Odia Stadium for the Unical 37th Annual Convocation Ceremony. And here with me is
Vincent Donvisky,
all right, Mr. Vincent Donvisky. What department?
Department of Biochemistry.
All right, department of biochemistry. So, Mr. Vincent, you know a lot of students are looking for senior colleagues, are looking for people like you who they would love to meet to get clarifications concerning the journey. So, Mr. Vincent, what is that, or what is the most valuable lessons you have learned in school as a student?
Well, this school has taught me a lot of lessons, of which one of them is provided you're a student, you need to learn a skill. That's very, very important. Learn a skill either before coming to school or during your stay in school. Try and learn a skill. If not, it will be hard for you to survive in school. You need to learn a skill. I've always survived through my skill. I'm a graphic designer, so I only survived.
Oh wow, you are a graphic designer?
Yes, I only managed to survive because of the skill I have. So from doing minor jobs for people, doing little jobs, to doing contracts, having contracts and the rest, kept me pushing. And here I am today, a graduate and convocating today.
Wow, that's nice. So what is the most biggest challenge you had in school, and how were you able to overcome them?
Well, this question is always kind of general. When you ask a student the challenge, you should be expecting something that has to do with result. And the biggest challenge I had was during my year 2, when I was actually down. Both I was having mental problems, kind of challenges, where some issues that were coming from home and the rest were actually haunting me while I was in school. So I was trying to stand, and it affected my result, making things worse for me. I had a very bad result towards my year 2, year 3, but I was able to overcome it because I believed I will still scale through. I had faith that I would do well, and I decided to stand up to my feet during my year 3, and I did well. I read and I did well.
So, Mr. Vincent, what is your most memorable experience in the University of Calabar as a graduate? What is that thing you will keep on missing?
Okay, I will miss the environment. Actually, Unical is actually very welcoming, and I think it's one of the best universities within Calabar metropolis. So when you talk about missing, we are missing a lot of things. I'm missing the environment, I'm missing the view. I'm going to miss my friends, mostly my friends, my classmates. Those guys are wonderful. I'm going to miss them a lot. So I'm missing a lot of things.
So what advice would you love to give to your younger self? There are some students who are in year 1, year 2 who are going to watch this video, who are watching this video. So what advice that you would love to give to your younger self, which them also can imbibe into their own self or their study life?
Okay, talking about advice, I will first of all advise, like I said earlier, every student, whether you're currently in school or you are about entering, you should first of all learn a skill. It is very, very important for every student. First of all, learn a skill, and also when you're in school, try to read. Don't depend on sorting. It doesn't work well in Unical. You understand? It doesn't work well in Unical. And even when it works, it is quite expensive. The ones I've heard about, but quite expensive. Imagine, you will not get through sorting into Unical. It's not possible.
So every student must focus on their studies, on their books.
To focus on your study, you need to study very well. In fact, without somebody advising you, advise yourself to study within your 1 year in school. So start early, study very well, and you will do better in Unical.
All right, Mr. Vincent. So finally, before you go, what is your plan after graduation as a young graduate going into the favor market? So what is your plan?
Well, I've already been thinking about it even before my final year. Well, after graduation, the next thing in my mind is to, promote and improve my brand. Like I said, I'm a graphic designer, so I'm trying to work on my brand, make it kind of popular, pronounced, and then start a life there in Nigeria. You know, you need to work with what you have first. Why waiting for the government to do something for you? You can't be waiting for government. There's no job anywhere. So first I need to work on my brand, which is my only source of income for now, in addition to some other things I am doing. So
right. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Once again, congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Abraham Odia Stadium for the Unical Annual 37th Convocation ceremony, and here with me is
Idiku Benjamin Ode.
Idiku Benjamin Ode. From what department? Graduate from what department?
Biochemistry, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences.
Okay, Mr. Idiku from Biochemistry, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. So, Mr. Idiku, you know a lot of students are going to watch this video and they have been looking for avenue like this to meet senior colleagues or graduates to get clarification about some struggles in school. So, I believe this video is going to be a perfect avenue for them to get some of these answers. So, Mr. Idiku, what is the most valuable lessons you have learned in school as a student?
Well, the most valuable lessons I've learned in school as a student, I've been able to build myself by my intellectual capacity and my character. My attitudinal change while I was coming up as a Jambite to now that I've convocated. I know that a lot of things have changed about me, my modes of reasoning, my ways of seeing life. The essence at the whole existence of life has changed, and I think I've been able to be nurtured well by the University of Calabar.
All right. So, what is your biggest challenge as a university student? You know, a lot of students from year one, they have issues, and it's many. So, what is your biggest challenge as a student, and how were you able to overcome them?
Well, there's this popular saying that there's no pain without gain. And I think I am not exception. But by the grace of God, I got orientation very early to seeing how difficult the Department of Biochemistry is. And of course, you say there's this popular saying that to be forearmed is to be forewarned.
Yeah.
So with that orientation I had before venturing into biochemistry, I was well prepared. Nevertheless, my 300 level was a very toxic one. It was a very toxic one, but I know from my 100 level I did my very best and I was proud of my result. 200 level was exceptionally well, excellent. My 300 level coupled with so many challenges, you know, get all distracted, financial challenges, a lot of things, you know, got us distracted. But by the grace of God, I was able to make it up by my 400 level, and I think I never allowed my challenges to overwhelm me. Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Idiku, what is that one thing you miss about being a student? What is your most memorable experience as a university student?
Indeed, I miss a whole lot about University of Calabar. My peers, you know, they say, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. I was able to meet good friends. May the soul of one of my best friends in medicine and surgery, Joseph, rest in perfect peace. Amen. I wish he was here today to really, you know, celebrate this moment with me. He inspired me, you know. Joseph is one who loves reading, and having him as a friend built me a whole lot about reading. Joseph, you know, we read in a stretched capacity of like 6 hours to 7 hours without, you know, being drained up. So that companion I had with him, and when I heard of his demise, I felt seriously battered, and I think that was one of my greatest, saddest moments in university. But to God be the glory, I had other friends, the likes of Bani Ukam, the likes of Eyok Emmanuel, the likes of Osung Emmanuel, and my humble self. We are 4 of us, and I think the pair was just perfect, and I miss them so much. And one of the best experience, night classes. Night classes will be greatly missed. Night classes where we read, the memory of going out to refresh yourself, walking bare body in the University of Calabar after you must have read so well, and a whole lot of experiences will be greatly missed as far as my first degree is concerned. So I wish I could come back again to have another test of those experiences in the University of Calabar. Thank you so much.
All right, so before you finally go, what next after graduation? What's the plan after graduation?
Well, by the grace of God, you know, the country are very hard. I wouldn't say I'll settle for white collar job now. By the grace of God, I should be targeting my master's degree and possibly subsequently my PhD degree. And while doing that, I'll be focused on self-building, self-development, while I'll be doing it simultaneously with my programs. doing a lucrative business that I can start up, at least that will help me. Even assistance will come from anywhere. I should be able to be financially independent of myself first, that I can be boast of any bills that comes later, that I can foot it myself.
All right. That is a very wonderful plan after graduation. Thank you so much for your time.